how to create a spotted swirl effect in Photoshop. Something like that. That document is 3000 by 3000 pixels and it's a black background initially. The pattern source that I use for this is 1000 by 1000 and is a transparent background. Go back, completely fresh document. And I'm going to show you now the source design, how to create the source design. Something very simple. Simply go over to the brush tool in the tools panel. And I'm going to go with 13 pixels for the brush size, just a standard default brush. And I'm going to use grey, a very light grey. Now you can use dark grey, but I'm going to go with light grey. And the reason I'm going for grey is because I want lovely colour randomisation. So that's the reason for that. So simply draw some very small circles, just randomly across the document. Now you don't have to fill the entire document, you can if you wish. I'm just going to create some dots or circles in the centre of that document. Once you've done that, go to the Edit menu and Define Pattern. Give it a name and click OK. So now it's been defined as a pattern, now you can use it. First thing to do, go over to the Layer menu and New Layer. Click OK. So any work you do is created on a layer. Go to the Edit and Fill. Select the pattern option. Select the custom pattern, just the one you've just created, and the script be on. And spiral. That's the key one there, spiral. Click OK. Set the pattern scale to 1. Set the ring spacing to the max or to the min, right over to the far side, minus 1000 or whatever the setting is. And I'm going to use minus 525 for the pattern spacing. But changing the pattern spacing will radically change the end result. So a bit of trial and error will probably best for there. But minus 525 seems to work really nicely. But you could change it, minus 524, and the result will be very different. The colour randomness, set that to fairly high, and brightness about the middle. As I say, the key one here is pattern spacing. Subtle changes can really result in a completely different result, and the preview does not match the end result anyway. Click OK. What you end up with is this lovely circular design. And now if you use the same dimensions as me, hopefully you will end up using that value minus 525. You should end up with something like that. Filter and oil paint. Now it's on a layer, so you just apply it to that layer. Set the stylisation, etc. high. And then, once you've done that, apply oil paint a couple of times. Filter menu and oil paint. Now it's a layer, you can duplicate it. So hold down the Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate the design and move it across. Position it all across the entire screen. You can also resize the designs. So you can shrink them. You can also increase them a bit as well, using the transform commands. So layer and flatten image. Go to filter again and oil paint. And then image menu and adjustments and vibrance. Now you don't have to do the additional oil paint if you wish. Don't want to do that. Up to you. Click OK. So vibrance and saturation push to the fairly high. And then you've got your end result there. And that's all simply from a couple of circles defined as a pattern source. Now I'm just going to undo that I'm going to go back to the document again, pattern source, and there's the initial design. But you can create, obviously, different size circles. Maybe duplicate that design as well. Maybe create multiple circles. But you make maybe smaller circles. So you make a slightly big circles at the top, and then maybe the next row, small circles. And then the next row, we'll just randomly place them, up to you. Just create lots and lots of different circles. And you can also extend this to maybe use triangles or different shape designs. Maybe a star design. Maybe rectangles. Or lines, basic lines. Obviously, the end result will then be very different from the circles. Maybe use letters. Don't have to use brushstroke. You could use shapes as well. But they're all created using that grayscale brush. So edit and define pattern. Click OK. Again, go to layer, because there isn't a layer yet. There's the background layer, but what I want is a layer. So layer and new layer. Click OK. And then go to edit and fill. Again, select the custom pattern. You don't want obviously the old one. Select the new one and set the script on spiral. Click OK. Now this might takes a few seconds to process. It's not instantaneous. Comes up with another panel. Again, you can change the setting -525. You can maybe go for -400, but the end result may be very different. But the key thing is leave the ring spacing at the far left. Pattern space scale set to 1. Again, you should end up with this circular design with all of those spots added in the center. Again, go to filter menu and oil paint. Apply it a couple of times. You can always apply it after you've done the duplication as well. Again, hold down the Alt or Option key and drag. Duplicate that design. And you can use also layer, the layer menu and duplicate layer as well. Fill the entire design with that. You can also resize it, of course. Apply other effects. You don't have to keep it as that. Apply wave effect, maybe liquefy via the filter menu. Just drag that down and you've filled the entire document with those lovely spotted swirl designs. Layer menu and flatten. Again, you can go to filter and oil paint. Don't have to use that. It's fairly smeared already, but it just adds an additional smearing. Image menu adjustments. Levels, you can change the levels, maybe brighten it up a bit. Just change the input levels. Click OK. And again, go to image and adjustments and vibrance. And boost up the saturation and vibrance a bit. Click OK. And then the end result, a lovely spotted swirl design. Of course, you can create many variations. As I mentioned, triangles, rectangles, and many other shapes could be used, or even squiggles, lines, and much, much more. And of course, what you can also do, you can use black and white. Image menu adjustments and black and white. Turn it into a texture. Just change the reds and the yellow settings, just to create interesting black and white designs, if that's what you wish. Or maybe use color lookup. Go to the image menu, adjustments and color lookup, just to apply different lookups. Or photo filter. So color lookup there. Go to abstract, maybe gold, crimson, green, red. Create some interesting colourful designs that way. Yeah, gold blue, that's quite attractive. So I hope you found this tutorial of interest. Please subscribe to the Graphic Extras channel. I'm always adding new tutorials about Photoshop, Illustrator and many, many other applications. Also, please add a comment or two. Always appreciated. That'd be great. Also, a dislike or like. Thank you much.